Hey everybody, this is Jim the Tabletop Engineer, and welcome back to my campaign game of Marvel Champions the card game. This is episode 2 in the Rise of Red Skull campaign. In the last episode I defeated Crossbones, and in this episode I'm going to be facing Absorbing Man. Let me read it to you. The tide of battle turned against Hydra after you arrived to aid the beleaguered shield soldiers at Project Pegasus. Crossbones has been captured and his army has been defeated, but Madam Hydra escaped the facility with an Infinity Gem. You chase her outside, but you were stopped short by the imposing form of Absorbing Man. The formidable villain has been hired by Red Skull to delay your pursuit. You will have to defeat him before you can recover the Infinity Gem. I've gone ahead and set up the deck. I went ahead and shuffled the encounter deck. I haven't shuffled my deck yet. And inside the deck is the Absorbing Man set plus the, the Hydra Patrol set. There are also 4 different environments that Absorbing Man can take. There's ice, wood, stone, and I can't remember what the other one is. Maybe it's metal. The first main scheme, or part 1 of the main scheme, says that I need to flip the encounter deck until I get an environment. Let me go ahead and draw my 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. My health is set to 11. Absorbing Man has 14. We flip this until we get an environment, which is really not good because it creates a discard pile. Oh, wait, but put that card into play and shuffle the encounter discard back. Okay, so I do get to do it. All right, so let me just keep going until we get one. There's only 4, so the problem is it could be a bit. Nope. I did shuffle it good. Oh, here we go. Wood. Okay. So we have an environment. And the rules say to ignore the surge on there for this first one. Normally when you draw an environment, you place it and then you draw another card. That's what the surge keyword means. All right, let me shuffle these up again really good, and then I'll cut the deck, and we'll get started. All right, once again, I am playing Bucky Barnes, and this one, there's only one main scheme. It can get up to 12 before I lose the game, and it starts with 2. All right, so I am going to have to watch that carefully. All right, Bucky, I have an upgrade that I got from the last game. It says I can discard this card permanently from the campaign, and I deal 5 damage to the villain and each enemy engaged. So I'm going to hold on to that. That could be a good card. Let's see what I got here. I didn't really get anything that I wanted, but do I want to mulligan it? I can mulligan that one. If I was searching candidate for a minion, put it in play, engage with you, then draw a card. I'm going to mulligan these 3 and then draw again. 4, 5. Did I get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? I get to draw 6. 1, 2, 3. There we go. All right, and I did get an arm block. There's 2 or 3 of those in my deck. They are great cards. So that's what I was hoping for. All right, let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to spend 1 energy one resource to get his arm out. The question is, which one do I want to use? That does damage. That does damage. I don't want to get rid of those. This shield sidearm only does 1 damage, extra damage. It's got 3. I'm going to go ahead and pay for it to get out his arm. I'll go ahead and search for his arm. And then I have to shuffle the deck again. Cybernetic arm. All right. The cybernetic arm, if you didn't watch the last video, you probably want to do that. It's a very powerful upgrade for Winter Soldier to have. It can be discarded, or it can sometimes be forced to be discarded, because it's an upgrade. But you can always get it back by flipping to Alter Ego and paying a resource of any type to search for it and bring it back in. All right, so let's go ahead and cut the deck, and we will get going. All right. I'm going to go ahead and flip, and let's see what I got. I've got a weapon that will add +2 attack. That's a great one. I've got this one. After you engage a minion, you can discard this to get an attack event. I think I'm going to go ahead and pay Power of Aggression, which allows me to do double resource for a red card, an aggression card. And I'm going to get out the hand cannon, which has 3 charges. Each charge gives me +2 when I do a basic attack. And it gains overkill. The other thing I'd like to do, and I can't, is I need to save arm block. Well, I could use arm block with this. I could get this out with this electrical discharge. I'm going to pay this to get out this upgrade, which allows me, again, after I engage a minion, I can discard that to get an attack event. Discard the card, search your deck for an attack event, and add it to your hand. That's a great card. All right, all I can do this turn is attack. His basic attack is 2, and I will exhaust the hand cannon and pay an ammo to do an extra 2. It does 4 damage and knocks him down to 10 right off the bat. Okay. That is all I can do. So my turn is over. It is now time to ready up and draw back up. 1. I can only draw back up to 5 now because I'm in hero form. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have arm block, and I do have a way to pay for it. That's good. All right. On his turn, he places 1 per player, but the wood says force response. After Absorbing Man makes an undefended attack against you, you take 1 indirect, 2 if there are 5 or more delay counters on the main scheme. There are no delay counters right now, but there will be. After Absorbing Man makes an undefended attack, okay, done. This says, after resolving step 1, place 1 delay counter here. All right, so instead of counters, I'm going to use an actual counter, dial counter, to track. So we've got 1 delay counter, and these delay counters will come back to bite me later on. Forced interrupt. When an environment enters play, discard each other environment. So when a new one comes out, this one goes away. So after he makes an undefended attack. So if I defend, I won't take that extra point of damage. Good to know. All right, and this is defense. After hero interrupt, attack or defense. Okay, when an enemy deal 3 damage, if you're exhausted to pay, prevent all damage. So he is going to attack me for a base 2 and 3. So he attacks me for 3. I will play arm block for 1, and I'm going to pay for it with, oh man, these are all good cards. I'm going to pay for it for spoiling for a fight. Actually, no, I don't have to, because I can use the cybernetic arm. I use it to pay for the 1 because it generates a resource when I exhaust for an attack event, and this is an event with attack and defense. He will do 2, 3 to me, and I do 3 back. But when I use my arm, it says if you use it, it deals 1 additional damage. So I do 4 back, and he goes down to 6. And no damage that round. All right, that is done. Now I draw an event card, and I got Omnimorph Duplication. When revealed, if Absorbing Man has wood trait, discard 1 card at random from your hand. All right, so I'll just shuffle these up and pick 1 at random. Let's do, I don't know, 3. Count down 3. 1, 2, 3. All right, what is this? Don't be the one it was my double energy. That's a good one. I didn't want to lose that. All right, and that is it for the encounter card time. It is my turn. On my turn, now I could play, really what I want to do is damage. Exhaust, man on the wall, reduce the cost of the next card you play by 1 for each minion. That's a good card, but so is Bambino. And it'll do 3 additional damage, and I get 3 ammo counters for it. Let's go ahead and get a minion out. I'm going to play Spoiling for a Fight. I discard cards until I find a minion. There's a minion right on top. And then put that minion in play and ready. All right, before I play that, I always forget to do this. So before I play it, I am going to exhaust and do 2 attack. So he's down to 4. He does not have retaliate, so I don't have to worry about that. And, all right, so we now have a Hydra soldier out. It has guard, so I cannot attack him now until I defeat this guy. So I attacked him, then I played Spoiling for a Fight, pulls this out, which lets me ready my hero. And why didn't I use my gun? Because, again, this has 4 health, and that will give me the 4 damage to hurt him and remove 2. Bucky has a special ability, Winter Soldier, that when you defeat an enemy, which is mostly a minion, you get to remove 2 from a scheme. Neither one of these is going to help me right now, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to attack for 2. I'm going to use the gun and an ammo to deal 2 additional damage. I will defeat this one. It says, when defeated, deal the engaged player an encounter card. So I get 1 that's going to show up in the next encounter. And I defeated him, so I get to remove 2 from the main scheme, or any scheme actually, but I only have the main right now. And that is, after you make an undefended attack, I did defend, didn't I? I thought I did. Oh no, yeah I did. I did the arm block. Okay, after a opponent makes an undefended attack, take 1 indirect damage. All right, and then none shall pass. After resolving step 1, place a delay counter when an environment enters. Okay, yeah. All right, so my turn is done. So I ready up. I've only got 1 ammo counter on my gun left, but fortunately I have the Bambino. I can draw. Do I want to get rid of this? Man on the Wall is such a good one. I'm going to hold on to it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. I drew my cards. Do I have arm block? I don't believe I did. I know I don't. So I'm going to get attacked this round. No, I do not. All right. Now, I need to defend because if I don't, this is going to take 1 indirect damage if I don't defend. So I will defend. And I will defend for 2. And he attacks for 2, and this says boost. Put this card into place, and it gains surge. So it is now an ice environment, and it has surge, so I pick this up. Icy Grip. When revealed, you are stunned. I'm stunned. If you have the ice trait, which I do, take 2 indirect damage. Great. Okay, so I'm down to 9. That was his attack. Now we do the event card. And by the way, I did defend, so I don't take that, but we do put a delay counter on for 2. And I need to put a threat on the main. I forgot to do that. All right. So another encounter card. Now, when you draw these, you have to do them in order that they came out. This one came out first, so we reveal this one, which is the villain schemes. He will scheme for 1, 2. Okay, and it is not the stoner wood, so I'm not stunned. So 2, so we put 2 more on there. And then this one, Power Gauntlets, there it is. He now has, after the attached villain attacks you, you have to discard 1 from your hand. It takes a science and a fist to get rid of that one. And now it is my turn. All right. Absorbing it. I'm trying to remember how you get rid of the. I don't think you can get rid of the delay counters. Yeah, I'm not sure. All right, my turn. Let's see. Exhaust up to 3 weapons, deal 3 damage this way. Winner, nope. That's such a good one. It would cost 3, and it will do a lot of damage. All right, I'm going to get out the Bambino. I'm going to pay for it with 1. I'm going to hold on to that one. I'm going to pay for it with these 3. It gets 3 ammo on it. And I can use it in coordination with this. Now, the problem is I cannot make a basic attack because I'm exhausted. I don't have a way to ready my hero. Actually, after you engage a minion, discard and search for an attack and add it to your hand. That could have done it, but oh well. Yeah, exhaust up to. Well, I could. Well, this is an attack event. exhaust up to 3 weapons. I have 2, so I'll exhaust 1 and 2. And then it says, for each weapon exhausted this way, deal 3 damage. And it gains range, so he won't do retaliate. Now, by the way, Ice says, after Absorbing Man makes an undefended attack against you, place 1 threat on the main, 2 if there are 5 or more delay counters. All right, so he's not going to do that just yet. So he's down to 4 health. I can knock him down by playing Firepower with the arm. It pays for it, and it gives me 1 additional damage. So it's going to do 7 damage. 4 and then 3. So the first 3 plus 1 is 4. That knocks him down to 0, which immediately, I don't think that counts as defeating a villain, so I don't think I take 2 off, but I do go to level 2 of Absorbing Man. He goes up to 15 health. And it says, when revealed, if super absorbing power is in play, it is not. Deal 1 encounter to each player. Otherwise, search the encounter deck for super absorbing and reveal it. Shuffle the encounter deck. All right. So I don't think it was in here. Super absorbing power. Let's see. No. So that is a side scheme. And I think, if I remember right, it's not a good side scheme to have. All right. Let's take a look. It's called super absorbing power. Nope. There it is. All right, and then I have to shuffle this. Shuffle the encounter deck if it was searched this way. Okay. All right. And cut the deck. All right, super absorbing power is a side scheme. It says, Absorbing Man gains the ice, metal, stone, and wood trait. So he gets all 4. And this has 3 on it. 1, 2, 3. Okay. All right. So I did the 4, and now I do 3. So once again, I hit him for 3, which knocks him down to 12. And that was my firepower. My hand is empty. So I was stunned. So I got to put those 3 back on there. So the first 3 didn't do anything. It removed my stun. And then the second 4 knocked him out, and I'll reset this to 15. So he's back to 15. All right. That is all I can do. So I will ready up. And draw my 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So far, he has not done any damage to me that I could not take. That's not true. He did. He did 2 damage to me earlier. All right. This is good. I've got full body charge, which is a great one. All right. All right. It is his turn. He puts 1 on the main. It's at 4 out of 12. And let's see. He will attack me. I have to... I can't defend, because if I do, I'm not going to have this to make a base attack. So I'm not going to defend. He is going to attack me for 2. And then after he attacks, I have to discard 1. And this says if I don't make if it's an undefended attack, he'll put 1 threat on the main. Okay, that's fine. I can deal with that. So he's going to hit me for 2. Awesome. I'll take those 2 down to 7. Then he does another... After the villain attacks, discard 1 from your hand. Okay, so I got to get rid of 1. I'll get rid of Captain America because I can't afford him. He was an ally. And then this says I have to put 1 threat on the main. So now it's at 5. And then after resolving step 1, place phase 1 delay counter. Okay, so I need to put another delay. And did I put 1 on there when he... I don't think I did. Did I put 1 on there at the start of his turn? I think I did. Did it have, it had 3, then 4, and then 5. Yeah, I did. Okay. All right. So he attacked me and did the damage, and now we do the event card. And it is Piercing Thorns. When revealed, discard one card at random from your hand. If Absorbing Man has the wood trait, which he does, discard one card you control. Ugh, okay. I will discard the hand cannon. It only had one bullet left on it. I don't want to do this one because I need it. The cybernetic arm I need, and I do need the Bambino. Then I have to discard one random. All right, let's just shuffle and we'll count 3 down from the top. 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's not too bad. But now I can't do full body charge, which stinks. All right. Discard one from your hand. If Absorbing has a way, discard one card you draw. I did that. And that was the reveal. All right, so now it is my turn. And the bad news is I have really nothing I can do here. I want the full body charge, but unfortunately I can't pay for it. So what I'm going to do is first I'm going to attack him with 2, and this does a bonus 3 for a total of 5. So he's down to 10. That was that. I am going to, if I play toe-to-toe, he'll attack me. I've got 7 health. I think I'm going to be okay. I'm going to pay Tack Team to play toe-to-toe. Choose an enemy. Enemy attacks you, and then I deal 5 back. He will attack me for 2, 3, 4, 5. Oof. All right, I'm down to 2. And I do 5 back to him, so he's down to 5. And do I have a way to deal 5 more damage to him? Yes, I do. I can discard this card to deal 5 damage to the villain and each enemy engaged with you. Well, I've learned my lesson with this game. If you have the ability to beat the villain, you should do so. And I'm going to do it. I'm going to play that. It will permanently come out of the game. It does 5 damage, and it defeats Absorbing Man. And again, he's down to 0. Doesn't matter. And that is the end of the game. The full body charge does 8 damage. I was hoping I could pay this, but that's okay. I will spend that wisely to get rid of him. All right, in the next episode, scenario number 3, I will be going up against Taskmaster. I hope you'll join me then. The victory for this one says that I get to choose one of the basic upgrades. So there are 4 cards in here that have basic upgrade, and, or condition, excuse me, and I get to pick one. This one gives me +2 hit points and +1 thwart. This one gives me +4 hit points and +1 recover. And after you recover, draw a card. This one is +3 and +1 defense. After you defend, draw a card. This one is +1 hit point and +1 attack. After you defeat a minion, draw a card. That one definitely is more Bucky's up Bucky's alley because he does tend to want to defeat the minions. But the bonus hit points and the recover is huge. +3 hit points, +1 defense. His defense is okay. After you defend, you get to draw a card. After you use your recover, after you defeat a minion. So it's tough. +1 hit. I'd rather have the health. I'm going to go for the +4. I'm just going to do it. So I'll get +4 health and +1 recover. And it says after you use your recover, you can exhaust this card to draw a card. Not bad. All right, this is Jim the Tabletop Engineer. Thanks for joining me on this game of Marvel Champions, the card game, The Rise of Red Skull. I'll be back in about a week with the next episode. And until then, everybody, take care.
Check out the new RPG and Wargame newsletter. Each week, the Tabletop Engineer shares news, products, Kickstarters, and much more related to the gaming hobby. It's free to subscribe, so check out the link in the video description below to sign up.